Hi everyone, I'm here to help you with number 8H. We need to find the domain and range of this, or just the domain actually. This one's a little bit tricky. So first of all, we have a square root. So what is underneath the square root needs to be greater than or equal to 0. It needs to be positive, right? And then also we have a denominator. So when we have something on an x in the denominator, we know that x cannot equal 0. So we have these two things, that x needs to be greater than or equal to 0, and it can't equal 0. So actually we can go ahead and take away this or equals to and just have it greater than. So if I start to solve this equation, I would add the 1 over. I would multiply by x squared, and I would take this square root, and I would get, well, let's just make it an equation for now. We would get x equals plus or minus 1. Okay? Now, so we have to figure out, let's draw kind of like a number line. So it can't equal 0. And there's something about this positive 1 and negative 1, right? Well, okay. If you think about it, if you plugged in a number, for example, like 2 into this function, I would have 1 over 2 squared minus 1 square root. So I would have 1/4 minus 1. That's going to be a negative number. So that's not going to work. And that's also not going to work over here. The only time it's going to work is when it's a fraction between -1 and 1. Because when this is a fraction, let's see what happens. So let's say x is a half. 1 over 1/2 squared minus 1. That's 1 over 1/4 minus 1. So that's 4 minus 1, which is 3. So basically, the domain is going to be when it's between -1 and 1. But not including those, actually. Including those. If I plug in -1. Yeah, because we can take the square root of a negative. And x cannot equal 0. So x needs to be between -1 and 1 inclusive, and x cannot equal 0. It's a super hard question. I wouldn't really focus on this too much. I hope that helps. Have a wonderful day.